Okay friends, welcome back to my AutoCAD tutorials friends. Today class now I'll explaining units command to you. So the units commands are playing the very important role into the AutoCAD friends. For suppose if you are going for any drafted plan now, the drafted plan is compulsory having units, and that units we need to set by using of units command. Okay, so I'll show you that. So I go by the UN command here. So I just moving it. I can press UN and enter. What happened? See UN and press now. So then what happens means the drawing units command is opens here. But here we can see friends in this. So I'll be explaining this everything what we have here. Observe friends, the first one is called instruction scale. So for suppose in a base units, for suppose if you are going for your drawing now, the drawing it has base units. The base units are having on inches now. For suppose if you can say in case if you wants to be changed on another units, we just going there and we can change it that units what we have, what we want to be. For suppose I wants to be changed in the meters, I just click on the meters, then automatically the meters is going to be changed here. But actually the instruction scale is not only useful for to setting the units of your drawing. For suppose if any other guy is doing something drawing on the other units, for suppose if you are doing a drawing in the meters, but other guy is not doing the drawing on the meters, they're doing an other units like inches for suppose. So we think that we compare that, so we have meters plan and we have inches plan, but meters plan is bigger than the inches plan. So if in case if we import that inches plan into the meters plan, automatically what happens means my instruction scale is already set it with the meters, so that's the reason what happens, the inches plan will automatically turns into the meter and it's import into your AutoCAD drawing area. So that is the exact meaning of instruction scale. But we need to remember two things friends. Instruction scale is not only set for the units of your drawing, the instruction scale is uses to importing any another drawing, that drawing units is also converts to your drawing. So your drawing units, that is things we need to remember. So the next thing is I go into the here, the next thing is this is called length. What is the exact meaning of length friend? For suppose if you are going for any companies friend, if you are working on any construction department of companies, they give it any plan to you, so that plan is having something dimensions like, see friend, they say that the plans is compulsory, the base units are compulsory in inches, they say like that, but the drawing units are given by feet and inches, are they given by fractional inches, they given like that. But here what we need to do is, for example, if you go by here decimal to architectural or decimal to engineering, so we can observe some different things to you. See, when you are selecting the architectural, then what happens means automatically they show to you inches and feet and fractionals also. But when you are going for here at a decimal, we are seeing only decimal values here, but we are going for engineering, so we are seeing only the engineering values over here. So why the engineering means they show it to you the feet and inches, but there was no fractional things to you. But when we are going for the fractionals, they show you only the fractional things. It means it is allowed you to given the only the fractional values. But when we are selecting the decimals, they show you only the point values, like point or non-point values also you can give it that. So but we have the scientific is also there, so we can select the scientific also. The scientific means is nothing but its face. So this is for suppose if he wants to be say that 2 into 10 to the power of 8, 2 into 10 to the power of 5, 2 into 10 to the power of 6, we wants to be say like that now, so we can say it by using of the scientific things. And just moving it here, so and we have it now, so which one is you wants to be, so we can do it that. So and next thing is here, this is called as angle. So angles is also having this different type of types friends, so different type of angles are there. So we have the decimal angles like 20 degrees is there now, so we have like that. So for suppose if you go for the degrees, minutes, seconds and graves, radians and surveyor units, so we can use it this all those values. Okay, and the precision means is nothing but, for example, if we are going for the decimal, and decimal we have the precision is 4 zeros, means it's allowing that decimal places are 4, but I don't want to be, for suppose if in case if he wants to be two zeros, yes, it's allowing that only 2 zeros. It means 3.80, 3.40, they'll allowing that way. Sorry. And we are going for the angles also with there now, so then in angles also we can mention it like that, but I don't want to be. And the next thing is lighting. What is the meaning of lighting, friends? See friends, this lightings also, for suppose if we are going for the 3D side, in the 3D side we have lighting concept, and that lighting concept now I'm going to discuss about what, friends, we have intensity factors, and we are going to the brightness and all those things we're going to discuss at that time now. So at that time now, so we are making the changes of the intensity, then how we can change the intensity of that. So if you are talking about in an international, we have one type of intensity will there, and if we are going for American now, so we have the one type of intensity is having, and we have generic now, so we have the one type of light intensity will comes out. So here we have the next thing is here, so that is what the directions. What is the exact meaning of the direction, friends? So the direction means is nothing but, so we can say that my house should be in the south face or north face, or they're asking like that. So if you wants to be said that way, we just go there and we can say that what the direction you wants to be, or otherwise we can pick the angle also. There was no problem at all. I just click on cancel here and click on OK here. So but I'm changing my drawing units is going to the meters, so I can click on OK there. So then what happens means my drawing is set with the meters. Now you can see, friends, if I wants to be set the limits now, then how we can set the limits? That's very simple. So that is the command that is called limits command. Yeah, enter. Now it's asking lower left corner, so it means we need to give in this lower left corner over here. So that's 0, 0. Always I started from the 0, 0. And upper right corner is asking you, I given 100 meters by 100 meters. Okay, enter. But I set the limits area, but I can't see the limits area where I set it now. So that's the reason what I need to do is I'm using the grid option, but my grid I wants to be showing on the limits area. So that's why I go into the on my grid on the limits area. Then how we do that? Grid, enter, and we can specify the grid spacing now. So grid spacing I don't want to be specifying. I just type L, enter, L for the limit here. Click enter. Now see, display the grid behind the limits now. Why? Because of I wants to be see the grid onto the limits area, so that's the reason. Enter. Then what I can see that, so I can use it the basic command Z enter, A enter, or otherwise we can see now. So now we can observe that what the limits area is having. Okay, now we can see, friends, if you wants to be do on the outside of the limits area, it's allowing that to make something on the outside of the limits area. But when I'm using some other command like Limcheck command, I'm using it to you, Limcheck, so that's the command I'm using. If I'm using Limcheck command now, so then what happens means is asking you enter the new value for the Limcheck is asking you, so I give it as 1. It means 1 is nothing but on, so it means it doesn't allow you to make anything on the outside of the limits area. So I just click it. So now I'm doing something on the outside. No, it's not allowing you. Let's see here. Yes, they show it to you, there is something output to you, so that is outside of limits area. So when I click on the inside now, so it works now, but when I click on the outside now, so it's not going to do work here. So that is the exact meaning of the what, friends, Limcheck command to you. Okay. Okay, friends, have a great day, enjoy the day, friend. Thank you. And that's all for the today's section to you, and the next section we are going to discuss about line command to you, line circle command I'm going to discuss with you. Have a great day, enjoy the day, friend. Thank you.